This is the last game versus the Mets, and then I work into the Florida Marlins. This one I'm probably gonna have a mic on because of the fact that I'll use Eric Nolan, whatever. So far I'm 4-1. I'm ready to be 5-1. The last game, not this game that I just did for you guys. The game before that, that was a bad game. We were ahead the whole game. Like last inning, I think it was the last pitch. The guy decided to hit a 3-run home run or 2-run home run, and then just win the game. That it really irritated me, but I did it for you guys, and I didn't want to delete it because I want to show you guys that you can't win every game. So, yeah, here we go. I don't know why I always start off with the Odubel, so rather not. But
first delivery to him on the way. Driven nicely into the gap.
Dang, that was a good hit. Can you get to second base? Go to second, go to second, go to second. Good boy. You could probably go to third if you really wanted to.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
If that's any indication,
oh, do ball. That's an infield double right there.
No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board.
It's the last game against the Mets, and then I move on to the Florida Marlins. So can't wait for that. Who is this? This is Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He offers at it and hits it in
that's an out. That's an out. That's an out.
In is Lagares. He's there.
I mean, still got an infield double though, so I mean, I'm waiting for it. Wait, you gotta wait for the right hits and the right pitches.
With that, here's the starting lineup for
Cesar. Wait, how many home runs did I hit with Cesar? This is so far this season I hit 1 with him. So.
Danny, any thoughts?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love him.
Pretty sure make that too. Pretty sure.
To right field. Back goes Bruce to the track. On the warning track, he
go to third. Oh, that's an out? That was Bull Duke, man. That was Bull Duke right there. I thought that was a homer for a second.
That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it.
Jay Bruce, I hate that guy. That's the guy that hit the last home run in the game before last. About 2 days ago. That was Bull Dookie.
Now, Reese Hoskins, as he'll send a ground ball down to third.
Aw, man, you're so... never mind. Okay. I seriously thought I didn't get a run in there. Awesome. That was an error. Because that could have been an easy out, but he dropped the ball. I'm happy about that. Alright, guys, I'll be quiet. Here we go.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Fouled away. Santana is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chance.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the run here on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. Aaron Nola will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a 4-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Dan D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, tough to complain about the start they're off to. 4 wins in their first 5 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
And Reyes is aboard with a leadoff single.
Batting second.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight.
Lagares.
First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Batting fifth, right fielder.
Into the box, Jay Bruce. As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. So next to the plate for the Phillies, Michael Franco. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 4 for 13. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Syndergaard, a 25-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, who's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Cabrera's there. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Here's Adrian now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Francisco Rodriguez is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. He's set, and the pitch. And that one right down Main Street. Gonzalez, a former Dodger, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's focus on third baseman Michael Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it, offensive force. but he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
The 0-1 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Ready with another 0-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting 8, catcher.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. Leading off the inning, Francisco Rodriguez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Francisco Rodriguez.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Frazier's there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Odubel Herrera will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Drilled right back up the middle. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 5.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to the right. Cabrera gets to it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard, to step in to lead things off here for the Mets with the top of the order, Jose Reyes, to follow. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hoskins waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Juan Lagares. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Throws in for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Cesar Hernandez.
First delivery to him on the way. Short, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Ready with the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play.
The batter, third baseman, Carlos.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Santana. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Reyes is under it. And that's the third out. Phillies go down quietly there. They're down 2-1. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Third baseman, number
Here's Todd Frazier now.
Todd Frazier.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Behind 0-2 now. Cespedes gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now another 0-2. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now another 1-2. Ground ball, foul down the left side. The next 1-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Hoskins. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Bruce comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Jared Eichhoff answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. From the stretch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
1-0 pitch on the way. Right side, fair ball down the line. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. Cespedes is on his way home. He scores. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
And that's in there for strike one. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's gone 2 for 6. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing from Adrian, and this is on the ground out to second. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now. Next up from New York, Asdrubal Cabrera, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Cabrera
From the stretch. And this is low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Hoskins has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Mets. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Franco.
First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Right there is Reyes. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, Catcher.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's fouled away. Oh, this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath, adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Standing in now, J.P. Crawford. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Bruce has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jared Eichhoff. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. He's set. Here it comes. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end. At the plate, Kevin Plawecki, career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's 0 for 7. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. 1 out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard.
Next for the Mets, Noah Syndergaard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First offering on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Cespedes has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Ready for another shot now. Nick Williams, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit in the air out to center field. And this is taken in by Reyes for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing. Here's Juan Lagares. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's just 1 for 6.
Left fielder.
Here it comes.
Juan Lagares.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Got him.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The next 0-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Todd Frazier will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Hit back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that keeps the inning alive for Jay Bruce. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's got a 3-for-5 line. He's taken him deep once. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Frazier at second with 2 down. Swung on and chopped up the middle. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the... And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Pitch is popped up. Syndergaard is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Santana. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Lagares is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Franco.
Digging in once again, Michael Franco. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down. Here's Adrian now. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Asdrubal.
Ready for another shot now as Asdrubal Cabrera. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
The 0-1 pitch.
Ball 1.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him, get down at first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle. It doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Mets leave one. Striding in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Up next for Philadelphia, pitcher Jared Eichel.
Pat Neshek will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 93, Pat Neshek.
Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Not to right there.
Jerry Blevins gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Up next will be Nick Williams. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Neshek at third with 2 away. On the ground to the right side. Cabrera's up with it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him. Pat Neshek is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hit down the line at first. Gloved by Santana, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Juan Lagares.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The center fielder, number 52.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's gone 2 for 6. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Neshek is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Williams racing back at the track, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Back up the middle. Crawford has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They're up 3-2. Jerry's Familia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
How about
digging in to try it again, Rhys Hoskins. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2. Familia, a right-hander standing 6'3". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So now Carlos Santana, as he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Philly down to their last strike.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Another 0-2 coming. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2. This is pulled into right. Lays out and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.